Hello there. To give you a taste of how nervous I am, I've been sitting there peeling my fingernails off. So, I don't want the pain, but you know what? I got it. Sure. Pro tip, if you're nervous and you wear glasses, you can take off your glasses and you can't see the audience. Okay. I just want to introduce myself a bit so I can let loose. Hi, I'm Cole. I wrote this myself. I'm a little bit extra, but here's what I felt. This is something I wrote in a heartbeat. My legs were shaking. I could barely stay on my seat. It's something I pumped out at once to make a statement. People tell me I'm brave. Please just be patient. Sorry if it's a bit long. It had to be 2,000 words. It's okay if you don't like it. You can boo the last verse. Please don't boo the last verse. Be heartbroken. Hi everybody, I'm really excited to be here today. I was going to sing and play guitar, but that is really stressful. So I want you to give a hand to everybody who either collaborated with somebody else, played an instrument, or had a backtrack right now. It's really stressful. No, this isn't my rap, I'm sorry. Okay, so a handful of you have been the first to hear the first half of my rap yesterday at rehearsal, but all of you today are going to be the first people in the world to hear the second half of it. So, congrats. I mean, it's technically more spoken word, but I made it so I can call it whatever I want. And I'm calling it a rap. I'm fine. I'm just dying inside. My friends used to say that they lied. What do we rap and hide from the world, thinking that no one will notice the truth is curled? I meet people on the street. They tell me what they think, why others are wrapped up in themselves and then drink. They open their mouths so there is a static. From some pre-recorded show, it's automatic. So I told my therapist, she advised me to make a change. But how could a little dude like me rearrange? This world is so set and defined by itself. All I am is a boy so scarred by his bookshelf. So she told me I should start a revolution, because everyone has a story contribution. I'm so sick of this culture controlling, destroying, and erasing emotion. The only thing people care about is getting their promotions. The problem is that people can't express how they feel. I'm not ballsy, I'm honest. You should know what's real. People think they must be cookie cutter, pristine, and fake. That's not true. Show me a skill, you're not a mistake. Because they laugh, they bounce back, and pretend it's all fine, but it feels like I'm the only one who wants to draw the line. We need someone to start the fight for authenticity. Don't be afraid to show you are. Screw synchronicity. Woo! So again, let me revisit the revolution introduced. It's not a word flung around if you haven't deduced them, and to change them into style, into creativity. I'm done with the facades of perfect girls and negativity. I've been a rebel all my life through all the strife. I'll make this world proud. They call me unconventional, a stupid rebel that won't chase the crowd. I didn't turn out how my parents thought, were distraught that I'm so distant. Gender, religion, name, I found them change and rearrange and think I'm inconsistent. I won't fit into a box, I've got too much pride to let you try. I won't go to church, but I'm with relatives that roll their eye. And if you think you would break me, let me remind, the only one who has me on leash is my mind. I do my research like any other guy. Eminem, Watsky, Macklemore, give them a try. You can be a writer or a rapper or a singer or a poet, you just have to nurture your art and grow it. You're the only one who can finish your art. If you quit now, they won't know what you meant in your heart. I'm afraid. My heart's racing. Anxious, upset, my legs are pacing. I know it's hard to define, put your feelings into words. We deflect and don't let people see how we're hurt. Honesty is something people can't help but hide. We need to break down the door of secrecy. It's never justified. 2 truths and a lie. How many more times must I say goodbye? My friends are dying. Please stop lying. Just tell me what it is. I know you've been crying. If you would just help me understand your pain, please. I don't know what goes on in your brain. I know you have scars. I know that you're afraid. I just want to help. I know you've been betrayed. There's a fine line between wanting to win and wanting to throw it all away. It's indistinguishable whether you're a genius or just going to be screaming Mayday. I think the people who have it the hardest are the smartest, how unfair we despair and hide it all in the darkness. Stars where gems are falling out of the sky. They're ignored while they implore for someone to hear their cry. They need us to guide us like they guide us home. Everyone needs a hand sometimes or they'll feel alone. A parallel, don't dispel what I'm trying to explain. We're all the same, there's no them. Come on, don't complain. People like to discriminate to indicate they feel superior. They want to break you down to feel inferior. Don't let anyone rip your soul open. Do it yourself. Don't even leave them a box open. Display your baggage with pride. Let it stew in its own filth. It's not true pride. There's not a single person free from regret. We're all victims of emotional strain. I'll bet I won't hide my scars. I won't see why I should when my brother to my left also thinks he's no good. Many times the world has tried to take my life away, but I say not today, come back when I turn gray. Not many people admit that they're alive and it hurts. They'd rather pay attention to their Facebook alerts. It's like honesty is my policy. There's really nothing left in me. When people believe things like that, they just can't feel free. You can't lie to yourself because you'll believe it. You need to find out what pins you down and defeat it. Sometimes I find myself emotionally impaired. I wonder if it's unreasonable. Should I have even cared? I blow things out of proportions. Distortions take over my thoughts. Many times I find it twist my mind into double knots. You're the only one who can save yourself from what you hate. Don't be afraid to be your own hero. You'll be great. Be yourself and find what makes you feel alive. You'll know what living should really be like. Don't worry, you'll thrive.